I'm all amped up. Like before it made me hungry, now I feel like going out and cutting a daggone avocado with great passion and then stuffing it in my face and then charging out into the yard and taking on a bear. So, Unbound Media Team, I'm thinking it's time to do something a little different for the channel. Recently, Abe and Tim were in Virginia and they shot some B-roll. And so I'm curious how each of you individually, what you could do with that B-roll. So Tamma, Michael, Abe, David, here's my challenge. What if you took that B-roll and made something interesting with it? Here's the catch. You got 12 hours to do it.
12 hours. 2 hours, yes?
Hey, David, you're into editing, right? I mean, that should be a piece of cake.
Yeah, editor. Yes, that is me. Hello.
David,
Yes,
I believe in
that is
you.
what I
You got this. All right, let's do this.
I was thinking about this edit and wondering what I could do to make it a little bit different. Gotta step it up a notch, right? I decided that I'm gonna edit this one in reverse. So starting with the end, the finished product.
Okay, so here's the thing. Editing? No, it's just not my strong suit. That is Abe and Tamma's department.
So I take all my footage and I put them in the order I know that I want, and I start cutting it down to whatever you need. Boom, boom.
Even Michael, I think, has a lot more experience.
What am I gonna do with this?
I've never done anything like this before.
I am at a severe disadvantage if the only factor was how good are you at making a visually good-looking edit. But that's not necessarily all that is to this challenge. I'm going to make this edit and stylize it in the form of a commercial for a diner that Tim owns. We're gonna see how this goes.
I'm with my buddy Andrew. Come in here, Andrew.
Good morning.
Tell us about your idea about turning this thing to edit into...
I think that the breakfast B-roll could be an awesome like horror movie, kind of the avocado and the eggs.
Make it
and
a thriller.
A
almost.
thriller,
Okay.
yes.
I like this challenge.
The first step is to find music. I'm not very great at finding music.
Music is so important to me because it is the rhythm, it is the flow, boom, boom, beats.
Got the footage here. I'm gonna take a look at it for the first time. I have no idea what I'm working with.
So, good news. I got a run in this morning, feeling really good, and so far today I have been really productive. Worst part is, I have to leave later this evening to go and run my local D&D game.
I honestly feel like I have half the time, or even less, maybe like 4 hours, because there's other projects I do need to work on this morning. Pack for an upcoming trip to see my grandparents. I have to leave very early. So if I don't get this done, it's not gonna get done. There's meetings, there's work meetings today. So here we go.
Dubstep is always a good choice, right?
Alright, I do believe I have something that's creepy, but like intense enough. Okay, go ahead, download it.
And started assembling a little bit of a timeline. Let's see what happens. Let's get to work.
I'm gonna get my cat to help me. Zoe?
I feel so alive.
The culinary mastermind behind these innovative dishes is none other than the brilliant Chef Tim.
Taylor, tell me how you feel about this moment right now.
This desk needs to be cleaned up. The lighting, trash. I got 2 different things going on here.
Well, where's your lighting? Bring out your lighting.
Yeah, it's in my bedroom. What do you say?
Oh, okay. Let's go into your bedroom now.
It's beautiful.
While most of the media team here at Unbound uses Adobe Premiere to edit their videos, I actually use DaVinci Resolve. Can it do all of the incredibly fancy and cool stuff that Premiere can do? Not all of it. And Resolve has never crashed on me. Adobe has conditioned you to think that programs regularly crashing in the middle of your projects is a normal phenomenon.
Just import the files. Now you're all frozen. Come on.
It's not.
It is a lot. Yeah, mental breaks are important. Here we go.
I started biking and then my butt hurt too much and I stopped biking and I went back to my chair. Check this out. That would be the thumbnail right there. Abe just peeking into his fridge.
I would finish it now, but the problem is I gotta go for D&D, like, right now.
Been a couple hours. Ready?
There comes a time where you just have to finish the edit. I've been working on this way too long, but I finished. It's not my best work, but you know what? I've never done anything like this before, and it's far better than I thought it would come out. And it only took me several hours. Everything worked out. Jonathan Brush, I hope you like it.
It is pretty late. I am tired, but hey, edit is pretty much done. And I'm gonna go sleep. I am tired.
Yeah, it is just after midnight here, and I have finally hit final export on my video. Am I happy with it? The point is that I edited it. It's not something that I'm comfortable with or I'm used to, but I got through it. I learned things. We'll see how things go when we show Jonathan.
All right, well, Jonathan, we are here to present all of our edits to you. We would love your comments. So we're also giving an extra twist to this, where we're not telling you whose edit it is. Some I feel like are slightly more obvious than others on who did it. But I will let you figure that out.
That just made me twice as nervous. Like that just makes me feel like, there's like, if I get this wrong, I'll be like, what is the matter with him? Or if I get it right. So anyhow, this will be really interesting.
You've been watching our work for a while, so yeah.
You gave us
Michael?
the challenge, and now we're challenging you. So
yeah, I maybe have to think that through a little bit next time. So absolutely, Michael, I hear you. First of all, only Tim has a presentation like this while he's eating at an Airbnb on a work trip. I like it. So it was clean, well edited. The whole knife going through the avocado sound effect was pretty cool. And then it got a little moral message there at the end as well. it's interesting as a amateur film critic to see the same footage tell a slightly different story. So, last time there's like Tim mixed up in his time frames, and then Tim rushing forward to enjoy life at about 9,000 miles an hour. And this is a much more pensive, thoughtful Tim, and a slightly confused Abe who pops in and out. And then still at the end gets a breakfast that makes me hungry and hopes Mike doesn't pick up my stomach growling. So yeah, I've heard people say that, you can edit and you can tell the story with editing, which as somebody who's more of a writer or a speaker than a filmmaker, that has sounded like it made sense, but hasn't actually made sense in terms of like seeing it right here and seeing same footage and all of a sudden a whole different take. Same breakfast, slower person, more thoughtful. Okay, so I'm totally expecting that Tim is either going to die, like he's going to get murdered about halfway through, or he's going to eat the eggs and go all Jason Bourne and take on somebody afterwards. So this has a totally different, like, I'm all amped up. Like before it made me hungry, now I feel like going out and cutting a daggone avocado with great passion and then stuffing it in my face and then charging out into the yard and taking on a bear. Like that's kind of what I want to do right now. But.
Are you looking for a dining destination unlike anything you've ever had before? A brunch that will blow your mind? Look no further than Tim's Diner. This 5-star dining destination offers a menu with astounding variety, with specials including eggs, toast, eggs, sausage, eggs, avocado, and did we mention eggs? The culinary mastermind behind these innovative dishes is none other than the brilliant Chef Tim, who is Chef Tim. Chef Tim.
Apparently there's no actual lid for this pan. Found this one, and we're going to use it to cook the sausage.
For a meal you'll never forget, come on down to Tim's Diner. Those with dietary restrictions should be aware that some dishes may include eggs, dairy, accounting, dark chocolate, cancer, and eggs.
So all Tim's drama pretty much got erased. He went from kind of, super high-speed dude to kind of high-quality dude to Jason Bourne dude to buffoon. So that was an interesting kind of run through. And I feel like I'm recalibrated now, and I now know Tim is just normal Tim.
Hero's journey.
And so, sorry, Tim, if you're watching this later. If this is not David's humor, and it's possible it is not. See, I'm trying to shake my bets in case I can be right both ways. If it's not David's humor, I just have to say David's humor has now infected other parts of the media empire that is Unbound. And I'm not entirely sure what that means for us. So I'm really struggling on one or two here. I'm going to have to go with Abe for number 1. And then I'm stuck 2-3 here. The reverse of this would be, y'all did a really great job. This is fantastic. I loved every one of them. They were all really good for different reasons. And that's a little sickening too. So I'm with you, Tamma. That sounds cheesy. So all right, Abe 1. David 4, and then it's like I got like 15 different reasons going back and forth. These other 2. I got to go Tamma 3 and Michael 2. I just feel like if I have at least one, I've managed to hold on to some credibility as a leader here. Should I go with I like hungry, or I'm gonna go kill a bear? That's kind of that's the 2 I'm trying to decide between here. In terms of my personal favorite, I'm going to go with the Jason Bourne one, just because.
I'll take it.
So
well, hey, that makes sense, right? Because
makes me very honored.
Won the challenge.
Well, so here's the thing though, like, so Abe and Tamma do all the editing for the channel, right? So like, it sort of makes sense that I should swap those two, right? That kind of
Just
goes.
means we've been working together for a long time.
Oh, I am honored
That's fair.
and proud all at the same time.
I love the fact that we took breakfast and made me want to go out and attack something. So like, I feel like I just listened to Misty Mountain's cold, and I want to go grab a sword and kill orcs. And it was just an avocado, and I'm not even a super big avocado fan. So if you're gonna impersonate a film critic, then you should also impersonate a YouTube star. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely subscribe, because it makes all of us here super happy, including the media team people that worked really hard to edit this and tell you these stories. And you should comment below, because YouTube videos without comments make us all sad, because we like worked really hard and then apparently nobody cares anything about it. So you should definitely comment on this video, and if you would comment, like, and subscribe, you'll make us all really happy. And honestly, if you just watch this and you got hungry for bacon and sausage, and you're thinking about Jason Bourne and corny jokes, that's worth liking and subscribing for.